I'm Dr. Linda Young, a family therapist at Quest Online Safety Classroom, IncredibleInternet.com. Can you remember the first time your child said or did something that shocked you? They might have picked it up at school or even from you. Well, this process of mimicking others and then getting feedback on that mimicking is one of the most important ways that they begin to develop a self-concept. Sometimes social scientists call this process the looking glass self. As kids get older and begin to explore their identities, it's natural for the behavior and language of their friends to begin to carry more weight as the influence of their parents starts to take a back seat. Messages from advertising and television and music lyrics also seep into their self-concepts, sometimes unconsciously. Today's generation is the first generation born with the internet, and nearly all U.S. teens are online today. While television is passive entertainment, the internet is interactive, allowing acquaintances and strangers to give instant, personalized feedback about any content posted online. Today, most teens create some form of online content, but even if they aren't posting online, they're still being bombarded with ratings, rankings, and judgments of everything from people to products. How do these changes affect adolescent identity formation and self-concept? And should parents and guardians be concerned? You may have heard the expression, it takes a village. In remote tribal and nomadic societies, the village depends on its members to survive and thrive. Nearly all members have direct contact with each other every day in order to flourish. Gossip, storytelling, trying to attract attention, and public shaming all have a survival purpose in the tribe. These activities are also common in online social networks. However, when kids are behind the digital curtain, behaviors like gossip and public shaming can cross the line into bullying and harassment. Parents need to be aware of how and why this happens and know how to handle it. When adolescents experiment with new ways of looking and acting online, the feedback they get can give them an idea of how others will respond to them in real life. One benefit of practicing online is it feels less emotionally risky compared with face-to-face meeting. On the other hand, many more eyes may see that person's message. If it doesn't go well, it can be much more embarrassing. First and foremost, kids need to think before they post. It's impossible to know where their content could show up afterwards. Trouble starts when the impression that's created for others gets further and further away from how young adults view themselves on the inside. Some of the biggest problems I encounter in clinical practice are when large splits exist between the public persona and the core self-concept. This causes the individual to feel like an imposter trapped in a masquerade. Self-esteem and self-confidence become further eroded. Kids who are already struggling with accepting some aspect of their true selves may be especially vulnerable to this kind of splitting online. Conversely, those who show their true selves online can gain social confidence. So what's a parent to do? Make time for quality face-to-face contact with your kids every day if possible. This time isn't just about talking, but also showing them your values by example. Avoid polarized thinking and overgeneralizations. Hardly anything is completely good or bad, dangerous or safe. Explore niche websites with your kids. Take time to explore the sites that match your children's hobbies, interests, and abilities. Encourage them to tell you what they like about these sites. Create your own family website and include each member's unique hobbies and interests. And most important, you're still the best mirror of all. Your children's bedrock is still made up of the values and examples that you set for them with your verbal and nonverbal messages. And the more clear and consistent you can be with those, the more you can trust your children to incorporate your own values into their self-concepts, whether they're online or off, whether you're present or not. For more about this and other online safety information, please visit IncredibleInternet.com. I'm Dr. Linda Young.